Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and it is Pennsylvania Derby Day, so come on out. Gates open up here at Parks Racing at 10 a.m. Come out while supplies last. Get your free hat, your Pennsylvania Derby commemorative hat, and it's going to be a great day. We have 15 races, 7 stakes, and of course highlighted by our 2 $1 million grade ones.
Yeah, we're talking late morning, Dani, a little after 11 till probably around 7, I would say, would be the last race. So what do we got, about 8 hours worth of horse racing today? As you said, 15 races. I counted 149 horses. There'll probably be some scratches, but that's about 10 per race. It's a tremendous race card put together by the racing office, of course, anchored at the end by the 2 $1 million grade 1 races, the Cotillion and the Pennsylvania Derby. And if you can't make it out, get on out here and just tape us 4:30 to 7, NBC Sports Philly, right here. You can watch us live. Lafitte Pinkai will be here to host. You will be involved. Maggie Wolfendale will be involved, and I'll be on the set with Lafitte.
Yeah, we can't wait. This is the premier event here at Parks. Top 3-year-olds, the boys and the girls, and of course, lots of local stars and all these national horses shipping in. So who could people look out for today? What stars?
Yeah, I think that Baeza is going to be your favorite in the Pennsylvania Derby, Dani. Now, he's 2-1 on the morning line, and we all know how well he's run against all the heavyweights, right? Sovereignty and Journalism. He just hasn't been able to beat them, but of course, they're not in this field. He'll be the favorite. I would think Gosker's certainly going to get some serious play, but John Sheriff's, he's taken nothing for granted. His horse came a week ago, and he's been here all week, and I caught up with the great trainer, the trainer of Zenyatta, earlier in the week.
John, Baeza's been in against all the heavyweights all year long. He hasn't been able to beat them yet. Proud of how well he's done, or a little frustrated that he hasn't been able to get to the winner?
No, I'm very proud of what he's done. He's run very well in those races, and you know, we feel like he's an improving horse. When Hector Berrios, who's going to ride him on Saturday, worked him the last time, he said he's much more focused, right? Usually he looks around a little bit and watches what's going on, but now he's running straighter and is more focused.
How do you see it unfolding?
Well, you know, you think maybe Magnitude would try to make the lead. I think Lynch's horse is pretty close to that. Yep. So I think there's going to be maybe 3 horses that are going to try to get a very good position early out of the gate. I think Baeza will be probably right behind them, depending upon how he breaks. He's in the 8 hole, so I think he's got a good post position. He can kind of size things up as he comes out of the gate.
And I can say it's been so cool to talk with John Sheriffs, see him on the rail overlooking Baeza, who looks incredible. I mean, he's just gobbling up the track. He's a good feeling horse, but it looks like he's got a lot more focus than he did earlier in the year. I'm really happy with the way he looks, and the trainer of Zenyatta is here. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's really cool. John's been at 28 tracks. This was number 29. He'd never been to Parks, and he was very excited to be here, and obviously he's bringing a horse with a big chance today.
Well, the boys don't get to have all the fun. No. The grade 1 Cotillion is the race right before. It's going to be race 13 on the card. And everyone, Scottish Lassie, it looks like she's going to be the post-time favorite.
Yeah, I think that's probably right, Dani, because anytime you win by 15 and change in a grade 1, you're probably going to be favored with a big number the last time. The question is, will she be favored or will Good Cheer be favored? Because Good Cheer's been favored in every race she's ever been in. She won the Kentucky Oaks, came with a no-show, and then the last race was better, clearly better. And Lacara's the 3rd grade 1 winner, so the Cotillion has 3 multiple grade 1 winners in the race. It's some kind of race.
Well, it's cool to see George Abreu get a filly of this caliber. He's been a trainer primarily up in the New York circuit, really making a name for himself. Just a sweet guy, and I'm really rooting for him.
Yeah, he's a 9-year top assistant to Chad Brown. Right as Chad was kind of getting started, Cherie Defoe succeeded him as Chad's top assistant, and he's been out on his own now for a decade, and he's doing really well, and we got a chance to catch up with him and talk about his really good filly, Scottish Lassie.
I think she's doing really good. You know, I think she acting to me the same way going into this race, the same way she acted to me going into the Coaching Club American Oaks.
In that race, when you're in the lane and you're up by 15 lengths in a grade 1, what is going through your mind?
I have no words to describe what went through my mind. I was so nervous, I was crying for a week.
What would the strategy be? Because obviously Lacara, they're going. So what's your plan?
Well, the good thing, there's a lot of speed in the race, and Rosario is a good jockey. He knows the field pretty well. I'm just going to leave it up to him. I'm going to let him ride his race.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tall task, some really nice fillies, and really looking forward to the 2 big races. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, no question. And we got a chance to catch up with our track announcer, Jessica Paquette, her thoughts on the Derby and the Cotillion and calling 15 races. Here's Jess.
I think I get more excited every year. The nerves are a little bit less each time. You can kind of sit back and enjoy the moment. It's great to have a spotlight on Parks for our big day.
And they only give you 15 races on Saturday. We're starting at 11. We'll end up hopefully before sunset. What are you thinking, 15?
Well, it's a good thing I like marathons, right? I'm ready for this.
How about the fields? What do you think of the PA Derby field and the Cotillion field?
I think, as always, they've come up really tough. The Cotillion is fantastic. You have the CCA Oaks winner. You have good cheer. But my hot take, I think the local horses have a real chance in both races this year. Our Daydreaming Girl for Lou Linder, this is my hottest take of the week, my strongest opinion of the week. I think she has a real chance to make the locals proud.
All right, well, we're going to get to our first break, but we're going to have a lot more PA Derby and Cotillion later in the show. And we have some local races when we come back on Let's Go Racing.
Ringer Card is under pressure from Brooklyn Rhapsody. They're now on even terms.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw. I'm tapped in. But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Shake those pearls, Meemaw.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
The Pennsylvania breeding program is the best program in the country. The Stallion Awards, the owner bonuses, also the restricted races and the stakes races for Pennsylvania breds. This year, 8 breeders are on track to earn over $200,000 in breeders' awards, and 2 could hit the $1 million mark. We have the best program in the country. Take advantage of the fantastic program that we have.
Learn more at pabred.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. It is Pennsylvania Derby Day, but we have some local races to show you from last week. Monday's 9th race, it was our Parks picks. Augustine Red post-time favorite was also my pick. Michael Sanchez back on this horse.
Was your pick, Danny, a little bit of a cheat code? I mean, really, Ness and Sanchez and 3 to 5. I mean, why don't you go out on a limb here?
Well, you did. Cisco Kid, second choice. Lou Linder, who has horses running today in a lot of the stakes races.
Yeah, Cotillion and PA Derby's represented. Lou's had a really good couple of years. Cisco Kid, which is why I picked him. It's Lou Linder. He's hot.
Here it is, Monday's 9th.
Cisco Kid, he broke alertly. He goes out for the lead. Jackson Road comes up to join him on the outside. Devil's Key. Then it's going to be Augustine Red. And very, very slow starting Prince of Chill. He must have walked out of the starting gate. And in 5th, there's Action Hero. Cisco Kid, the gray, has the lead. Augustine Red really tugging on the reins. He's in 2nd, about a length back. His stablemate, Devil's Key, he's in 3rd. And it's Jackson Road alongside Action Hero and a big gap back to Prince of Chill. Cisco Kid holds that lead, 22 and 4. They're going quick on the front end, but he's doing it well within himself. He's let out a notch, and Cisco Kid continues to lead. Devil's Key takes up the 2nd spot to his inside. Augustine Red. Action Hero's got in the queue. He's in 4th, but 4 lengths back. Jackson Road, then well at the back. Long shot, Prince of Chill. Cisco Kid trying to take them all the way. He has a quarter mile left, half 46 flat, and Cisco Kid has led from the jump. He has the stablemates coming on all sides. On the inside, Augustine Red. On the outside, Devil's Key. Augustine Red full of momentum up the inside. Cisco Kid is game, but Augustine Red has taken over on the outside. Devil's Key. Augustine Red now has a clear advantage with the 16th left, and Augustine Red is pulling away. Augustine Red, his stablemate Devil's Key chases for 2nd, but Augustine Red gets the win.
Augustine Red gets the win. Look, jockey Michael Sanchez, I talked to Jamie Ness after the win. He said Michael knows this horse best. He's a tricky horse to ride and train, he said, and really credited Michael to having the connection with this Irish war cry son.
Yeah, Jamie's sitting now on 250 wins for the year as he still holds the lead over Steve Asmus and see if he can get that #1 at the end of the year.
pretty cool to see a operation of that size right here at Parks. Well, let's go back to Monday's 8th race. 6 furlongs is the distance, an optional claiming horse race here, and post-time favorite Brooklyn Rhapsody.
Yeah, first off the claim, Danny, certainly the paper is there, 5 out of 10 lifetime.
Yeah, but Ringer Card, she looks great. A daughter of Vino Rosso, second choice. Lupe Preciado and Nick Camerano, we see that team up of them with some nice success.
Yes, we do, and they're going to do well until there's some involvement.
Until they don't. Here it is, Monday's 8th.
Ringer Card emerges from the fray with a half-length lead to the outside. Brooklyn Rhapsody to the inside. Kalisa, then it's the gray. Leilani Sue, she's gaining into 4th. Misspent right to her outside. That's You Know Me, she's 6th. And Wine and Roses at the back, 22 and 4, and they head towards the far turn. And Ringer Card is under pressure from Brooklyn Rhapsody. They're now on even terms. Misspent has gotten the cue. She's in 3rd. Then it's Leilani Sue to her inside. Kalisa's lost some ground. You Know Me continues on, and at the back, Wine and Roses. And Ringer Card, a hard-fought advantage over Brooklyn Rhapsody. All the while, Misspent looms to the outside. Now it's 3 across the track as they go around the far turn. 46 and 3. Ringer Card, she is game. Brooklyn Rhapsody comes right up to confront her. Misspent, still full of run to the outside. Leilani Sue, she's found her stride late. Anyone's race. Ringer Card, Brooklyn Rhapsody got the worst of that. And Ringer Card, she has the lead with the 16th left. Misspent continues to charge. Ringer Card trying to hold them off. Misspent, one more try. Ringer Card, Misspent down to the line.
And Ringer Card does put her nose on the wire first, but she's disqualified. Elise Ruiz came over, interfered, and misspent. And I talked to Abner Adorno, the jockey that was put up. He said, look, my filly was intimidated. She was always going to go by, but unfortunately, Eliseo had that stick in the right hand, drifted right. That's what happens.
Yeah, unfortunate. These things do happen.
Yeah, poor Lupe and Nick Camerano. Nick said that's going to be a long drive home.
No, no doubt.
Well, let's get to some national races, and we're going to go up to Canada. Woodbine, the Grade 1 Natal Stakes, $500,000 purse, $1 million on the turf, 1 mile, 2-year-old fillies, and hot mash for John Service. Do I see that right?
You did, 5-1, first trip ever for John Service to Canada. I called him the day before the race. I said, what do you think? He said, look, we're really good. The problem is who they're running against. Dance to the Music for Godolphin and Appleby. When they come to Woodbine, they're dangerous. Chad Brown with Deep Learning, dangerous, and Pratt. But keep an eye on that 6 hot mash. She runs a hell of a race here.
Some nice turf fillies.
And cuddled along in front, it is Joel Rosario and Hot Mash. A length and a half, La Coulas and Sweet Fusion having a nice trail. Dixie Law going closer. And in the center now, Corsia Veloce is nudging between runners as they descend on the leader. A couple to Star Attraction mid-pack. A length and a half behind them, Pina Colada. Deep Learning is next to last. And a length away last. Dance to the Music, quickening in front. And La Coulas is raced to the lead and dashed away by 3 lengths. Hot Mash is second. Dixie Law up on the outside, and on the rails remains Corsia Veloce. 2.5 to Sweet Fusion and Star Attraction. Behind them, Pina Colada. Deep Learning yet to make a move. Second last, starting to edge up a little bit, and still at the back. Dance to the Music. About 7 lengths covers the field. And La Coulas from Hot Mash. Up on the outside, Dixie Law. Over on the rails, Corsia Veloce. Star Attraction running on. Dance to the Music, running past Deep Learning as they corner, and they're still well behind as they come down the stretch. And it's on the inside, La Coulas in the Natal Stakes, and now Corsia Veloce plunging through in the center, and Hot Mash, and in the center Corsia Veloce, on the inside La Coulas, on the outer Hot Mash, Corsia Veloce is going to win the Natal Stakes very impressively, remains undefeated.
Nice finish by Hot Mash and John Service to get second, but Corsia Veloce gets the win. Josie Carroll, that's a name we see up at Woodbine, a regular.
No, she's been a star up there for years. 12-1 on the winner. Hot Mash ran great at 5-1, and I texted John afterwards. I said, look, you beat all the horses you were supposed to beat. You beat the Godolphin, you beat the Chad Brown, but it really got harassed by the 57-1 shot in the middle of the race. That didn't help things, but yeah, Hot Mash ran really well. John was expecting her to, because that's why he went for the money.
Yeah, thrilled for the owners, Avalon Stable and Mainline Racing, Dr. Bucky.
They got a good one.
Nice filly with Hot Mash.
Yep.
Let's go to Churchill Downs. 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 3 Pocahontas Stakes. $300,000 is the purse and 1-turn mile. And our favorite, Ian Wilkes, Miscomplicated.
Yeah, they love Ian Wilkes down there. I mean, this horse is still a maiden, but just has come with those big runs, so that the theory is the longer the better, because it's Ian Wilkes.
Well, and second choice really, and the late money went on our two girls.
Yep.
Kenny McPeak with another good 2-year-old. Brian Hernandez, his go-to rider.
Yeah, Kenny McPeak has a lot of good 2-year-olds, including maybe more than one in this race. Check it out.
They're on the far turn. Embrace the Moment is still in front, but now our two girls has moved up alongside. And these two are head in head, and joining them is Dazzling Dame 3 wide. And Jokemaker with a 4-wide move on the far turn quickly into contention and is right there. And taken by the winds in some traffic, and Miss Complicate is not far behind either as they come for the top of the stretch. Jokemaker with a big move on the far turn is up for the lead, but it's tenuous. Down inside, taken by the wind, punches through. Dazzling Dame hanging tough. Miss Complicated rallying. Final 16th coming, and taken by the wind has taken the lead. And she rips away from the pack. Taken by the wind's gonna score by 4.
Taken by the Wind, the other Kenny McPeak filly, gets the win. Irad Ortiz, and look, he's going to take his tack out to Kentucky. He said he's been talking about it for a while. We've seen his brother Jose do so well. Pretty cool connections of this filly.
She was impressive. She ran faster than the boys did in that, at like about a, I don't know, 1/10 of a second faster. And not only that, how she won by 5. And one of the owners here, in addition to Kenny, the Magdalena Farm, Terry Bradshaw, the Hall of Fame quarterback, 4-time Super Bowl winner for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and of course is still on the Fox pregame show. Terry's still out there. And yes, Irad to Kentucky all year round, except apparently during Saratoga.
Look, Taken by the Wind was so brave to go split horses. A lot of 2-year-olds don't do that. Terry Bradshaw in horse racing, how cool. He's been big in the quarter horse world, so cool to see him break over to us.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to take another break, but a lot more PA Derby when we come back, plus some Pennsylvania Derby history. You don't want to miss it on Let's Go Racing.
Matt Wizard on the far outside. What a finish in the Pennsylvania Derby.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
This is Parks.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Welcome to Hot to Trot. This is not your normal horse racing podcast. The sport's ever evolving.
You never know what is going to happen.
I was mesmerized from start to finish. Get people to know what horse racing is, and there's so much more to it than just what you see on TV.
If you're a horseman, we're there for you. We're ready to put you in the hot seat.
These are good questions.
I'm Ashley Eisenbiel.
And I'm Meadow Twaddle, and we're your hosts for Hot to Trot.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. It's Pennsylvania Derby Day, and let's go back to 2019. It was the Pennsylvania Derby. Mr. Money was the favorite, but we had local favorite Math Wizard, owned by John Finelli, trained by Safi Joseph, came from Gulfstream to run in this race.
31-1. They decided real late whether to enter. Here's the PA Derby from 2019.
And it looks like Mr. Money, after Improbable got that poor start, will inherit the lead. And Gabriel Saez has a handful. In fact, he has 2 hands full of Mr. Money as they go into the first turn. War of Will will ease his way to the outside. That will carry Spun to run 3 wide into the turn. Improbable has now moved up 4th. He's trying to get off the inside for Mike Smith. And then it's Math Wizard and Shanghai Superfly. Mr. Money went that first quarter in 24-2, and he'll lead the way to the backstretch in front 3/4 of a length. War of Will prompt in second. The length back to a 3 wide spun to run. He's racing third by 2.5. Improbable biding his time with 5/8 to go, just edging up just a little bit now. Improbable within 3 lengths of the lead. The 2 long shots at the back, Shanghai Superfly and Math Wizard. That's a very slow half mile. 49-3 for Math Wizard. Going to be a sprint for the last 4 furlongs now. They head to the far turn. Mr. Money in front 3/4 of a length. War of Will continues to track. Spun to run coming up 3 wide. Improbable waiting for his cue to go. Math Wizard trying to get involved on the outside. So they round the far turn. War of Will coming up to engage Mr. Money. Spun to run is 3 wide in it with a chance. Math Wizard trying to spring a big upset on the far outside. Improbable saving ground all the way, looking to come through on the inside. It's Mr. Money off the turn with the lead. Mr. Money in front. Spun to run on the outside. Improbable up the inside. War of Will in between horses. Math Wizard on the far outside. What a finish in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Math Wizard on the far outside. Math Wizard, Mr. Money. Math Wizard on the outside. Math Wizard, yes sir, Math Wizard. 3-1 upset winner in the Pennsylvania Derby.
And what a scene it was when Math Wizard and jockey Irad Ortiz got the win, shocking everybody, and pretty incredible emotions there. Safi Joseph getting his first Grade 1 win. John Finelli getting the win at his home track with his family here. It was just incredible.
Yeah, it was good stuff, Danny. And on Monday, right before the post-draw, I got a chance to catch up with John, take him down memory lane about that Math Wizard win at 31-1 in the 2019 PA Derby. Here's John.
You could not have imagined when you claimed the horse you're going to be back in your hometown winning the PA Derby in September.
To me, it's like a Disney movie. Like you kind of you don't believe that it actually happened, and the way I still get chills today thinking about it, and the hair on my neck stands up. It was an amazing feeling. I wish everybody could feel that feeling.
John, I was sitting up in the owners' boxes right behind you the day of the race, and you were just screaming Irad's name. Do you remember what you were saying and thinking as he took the lead in the stretch?
Well, I actually seen him at the 3/8 pole, and I started screaming, and Safi wasn't saying anything yet, but I could see he was making a big move, and I knew he had a big turn of foot. So I seen him coming on the outside, and him winning was wasn't in the realm of things at that point. But when he started flying up out the outside, and I still think it's one of the best calls I ever heard by my friend Keith Jones. I mean, wonderful call, and it's really, I say it all the time. I wish everybody could experience it to realize what horse racing can bring to you and your family and your friends. It's just an unbelievable experience.
6 years later, Math Wizard, PA Derby, John Finelli, never gets old, does it?
No, I can watch the replay a million times.
What a great memory for John. And, lots of local connections will be running today.
Absolutely.
Looking for stakes wins, big purse wins, possibly a Cotillion or a Pennsylvania Derby win. And we caught up with our PTHA Executive Director, Jeff Maddie, on the awesome day.
There's a lot of buzz, there's a lot of excitement. You see these horses getting off the vans from California, from Saratoga. The eyes of the racing world are on us, and we could not be more excited to not only host horsemen from around the country, but we could not be more excited for our own horsemen to take part in a lot of these prestigious races.
A couple of years ago, half these races were run by local folks. How cool is it for them to be involved in a big day?
That's the best thing about Pennsylvania Derby. We represent our horsemen year in and year out, 365 days a year. When the eyes of the racing world are on Parks and PTHA horsemen take home the lion's share of these purses, that's what we're most proud of. Over the last couple of years, we've had tremendous success in all of the races. I hope again this year we have some real chances, so that's what we're most excited for. It's great to see the big names, but it's even better to see the PTHA affiliated trainers.
All right, guys, you want to come on out. The gates have already opened. They open up at 10. First post is 11:05. Come join the fun. A great card today, of course, highlighted by the Pennsylvania Derby and the Cotillion. And let's get a Turning for Home family photo. This is Gold Rush Kizzy, nice Pennsylvania bred turf mare, was trained by Bobby Ann Hawthorne. She won 4 races here. Here she is with her adopter, Taylor, doing some eventing.
Eventing, that's my next word life, eventing.
Gotta love it. Well, we're gonna go to our final break, but when we come back, DJ and I are gonna give our picks and much more coming up on Let's Go Racing.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
The Pennsylvania breeding program is the best program in the country. The Stallion Awards, the owner bonuses, also the restricted races and the stakes races for Pennsylvania breds. This year, 8 breeders are on track to earn over $200,000 in breeders' awards, and 2 could hit the $1 million mark. We have the best program in the country. Take advantage of the fantastic program that we have.
Learn more at PABred.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Huge day today. Make sure you come out, get your free hat while supplies last. Everybody wants to rock this year's Pennsylvania Derby hat. And let's give our picks. Let's start with race 13, the Grade 1 Cotillion. Which 3-year-old filly you think is going to get it?
I found this very complicated. I don't have a great deal of confidence in this pick, but it looks to me like there's a lot of heat. I think Scottish Lassie drew poorly just because, you know, she's got speed. LeCara's right next to her. LeCara's going to the front. I mean, Mark Cassidy just said, we're going to the front. Good Cheer, I think, is going to get the right trip. Danny, she's never really run fast for me. That's my concern. I'm picking Good Cheer, but look, if Scottish Lassie comes with her best thing, she's going to win.
Yeah, and look, I like the way Scottish Lassie looks. She comes in, she's a fresh filly. I've won a lot of races from the inside. I think Joel Rosario is going to just use enough to get her in a good spot, but I think LeCar is going to run a big race. I like those two, but Scottish Lassie for me. And for the boys,
yes,
what a great field it is. PA Derby, look, we watched Baeza all this week.
Yep.
That's my pick. I think he's going to just sit off enough. Hector Barrios is a great rider. John Sheriffs is going to come out here. I think they're going to be tactical, and I think they're going to pounce when the time is right.
Yeah, this would be one that you'd like to be able to bet like 10 seconds into the race, like if Magnitude's 3 in front, you know, he's going to win. I don't know that he's going to be. There's a lot of heat in this race. I think Baez is the most likely winner. I loved his last work. He's been in against all the heavyweights. I would expect no reason to think Goskar's not going to run well because he always does. So probably some form of Baeza over Gosker, but Magnitude's the danger.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great 2 races. You want to come out and join us. Gates open up at 10, first post 11:05. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching us on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the gray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the Cotillion.